Wiggio, the web tool that enhances learning, by Luis Del Aguila and Marybeth Hebner-Fell. Participants should understand the following. Collaboration is an effective, constructivist teaching and learning technique. Collaboration does not have to be complicated. Wiggio is an effective option for online communication. Wiggio should be accessible on campus for students and faculty. Constructivist approaches to online learning encourage collaborative, project-based, authentic, reflective, and meaningful learning, and Wiggio is the ideal for encouraging constructivist activity. Eric Schonfield writes, Wiggio was created in January 2008 by Dana Lampert, who was then a senior at Cornell. His two co-founders are Rob and Derek Doyle, sons of Bob Doyle, the creator of Mac Publisher, the first desktop publishing program, and the 1970s electronic game Merlin. The elder Doyle is an advisor and investor in Wiggio and houses the four-person startup in his lab a block away from Harvard. Wiggio raised $450,000 in an angel round last August. Traditional versus constructivist approaches to learning. Amala discusses the concept of educational shifts from traditional learning, facts, generalizations, summaries, and processes to a more constructivist approach, which encourages critical thought, social interaction, and reflection to create meaningful learning. Web-based instruction is an ideal platform for this, and course management systems have integrated multiple tools for instructors and designers to use in a constructivist manner. Distance learning already requires that students be more responsible for their learning, and constructivist approaches, social interaction, authentic problem-solving, student-led learning enhance this responsibility in an online environment, and Wiggio will help them do this. Passive and active learning. Gabriel describes the changes in distance learning, from passive learning, where the teacher imparts knowledge to the student, to a more active, constructivist approach to learning. The emerging technologies have allowed teachers to create collaborative learning environments that support the construction of knowledge rather than the transmission of knowledge. In accordance with others, Gabriel argues that learning is social, and online discussion is one tool being used to construct knowledge. This study examined student attitudes toward constructivist approaches to online learning and pinpointed the pros and cons of online collaborative groups. One of the problems in online learning can be isolation. Legg, Adelman, Mueller, and Levitt discuss constructivism in face-to-face and online environments, focusing on constructivism in nursing education. They claim that technology has made it possible to reach those previously unable to participate in higher education because of jobs, family, or other responsibilities. However, the authors describe a potential drawback to online learning, isolation, and argue that a constructivist approach to online learning would alleviate the risks of isolation. Effective constructivist approaches. Law argues that the World Wide Web has provided educational opportunities for many new learners, but that this web-based instruction can be ineffective if proper constructivist approaches are not used. The author lists 5 different considerations that course designers must utilize. The first is course pedagogy, the second is instructional environment, the third is interaction, the fourth is technology, and the fifth is learning styles. When these considerations are grouped together, the best solution is the constructivist approach, which allows users of limited technology ability as well as those with more complex abilities to succeed in the flexible environment. The standards associated with the instruction of this tool, with the adoption of this tool, could follow the NETS teacher standard, especially number 2. Design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments. Teachers design, develop, and evaluate authentic learning experiences and assessment, incorporating contemporary tools and resources to maximize content learning and context, and to develop the knowledge, skills, and attitudes identified in the standards. Teachers design or adapt relevant learning experiences that incorporate digital tools and resources to promote student learning and creativity. Teachers develop technology-enriched learning environments that enable all students to pursue their individual curiosities and become active participants in setting their own educational goals, managing their own learning, and assessing their own progress. And teachers customize and personalize learning activities to address students' diverse learning styles, working strategies, and abilities using digital tools and resources. Wiggio is the ideal tool for this standard. So in brief, Wiggio is an online networking tool that allows users to communicate, exchange ideas, and work together for common goals, much like the constructivist ideas presented. Special features allow Wiggio allows you to share information, including PDF files, documents, photos, videos, etc. In addition to sharing, you can also edit documents. So a student may upload a Word document, another student may edit and save it, and so on. Wiggio provides exchanges between users, both written and audio, including email, chat, voice, text messaging, video conferencing, etc. It provides social interactions for users, and Wiggio provides mediums to develop group projects. As you can see, the home page is set up almost like a social networking site, with your groups on the left and the list of participants and the roster, like your friends, and then the center is like a status update area, where you can see things that happen like files uploaded or meetings scheduled. The calendar is, you're able to sync your calendar with other web calendars, and you're able to share calendar dates and activities with other participants in your group. You can upload files into your file folder, and this is where the participants can view and edit the files that have been uploaded. As you can see in the date modified column, you can see how many times a particular file has been updated. Meetings can be scheduled, and you can have three kinds of meeting. A chat meeting is similar to other chat rooms where you type and have conversations that are just text back and forth, synchronous. The beauty of a chat conversation is that they can be archived for future use. Conference call is like a party line where everybody calls in to one telephone number and everybody talks at the same time. Virtual meeting utilizes the conference call and the chat room capabilities in addition to video conferencing, whiteboard, and presentation activity all in one. Polls are where participants can set up surveys for other people. You can have four kinds of messages: text messages, email, sticky notes that'll pop up for particular people, and voice messages. All four of these are updates or ways to message each other. And finally, the to-do list. There are various ways of setting up to-do lists. As you can see, there are a variety of benefits to using Wiggio, from exchanging ideas to video conferencing, to communicating and texting and leaving voicemails. You can share your calendar, you can post calendar dates, and organize your activities. You can have online interaction, which enhances social student learning through constructivist activity. Wiggio is also user-friendly, and it's easy to register. In fact, you don't even have to register. You just need to be invited by somebody who is registered. And on top of all that, Wiggio is free. Bob Doyle, in his article, states, "Working in groups with free online tools has become an American passion." He describes Wiggio as a productivity tool, plain and simple, and not a social networking tool, with a very straightforward step-by-step interface to accomplish its major tasks. Although it's similar to Facebook and other social networking sites, it's also different, but they utilize students' engagement with online social networking into a productivity tool. If you'd like to know more about using Wiggio, click on the Wiggio tutorial. Wiggio is an efficient web tool that can be used in classrooms. Wiggio provides a diverse array of tools which promote learning and productivity. Wiggio is easy to use and implement among users. Wiggio provides a virtual place where students can communicate, exchange ideas, and work together to enhance learning inside and outside the classroom. We hope you enjoyed our presentation.